or get it from deep, deep, deep volcanic wells where the water's, hundreds of thousands of years old, like out of Arkansas. I do get bottled water out of Arkansas that I really like because it tastes so good with the natural minerals. But, listen, you care about your kids, folks, you've got to drink filtered water. You got to not drink the iced tea at the restaurant. You got to filter your shower water because you get more through that than you do sometimes drinking water through your largest organ, the skin. We're going to talk about that. Cancer rates expected to increase 75%. That's a new study out. It's already gone up massively. Some cancers up 4,000, 5,000. Pediatric up 10,000%. Study links BPA and breast cancer tumor growth. Absolutely. It is a estrogen mimicker and grows those fast. Pesticide turns male frogs into females. We're going to be breaking that down. Study ADHD linked to pesticide exposure, including fluoride. So we're going to be getting into probiotics, marketing employer, miracle cure with pharmacist Ben Fuchs, who knows more about a lot of stuff than even a lot of medical doctors and scientists we have on. And he's one of the owners of one of the biggest compounding pharmacies in Colorado, the inventor and developer of many of the most popular supplements out there. Works a lot with InfoWarsHealth.com with the Beyond Tangy Tangerine and the stuff with Dr. Corey Gold, the Polymers Plus that I promote, InfoWarsLife.com. Just pointing out that this helps fund the operation by promoting these great products. I didn't plug anything last hour. That's how we fund ourselves. Pharmacist Ben Fuchs, let's dive in to something we can do something about. This news we're talking about with the glyphosates, fluoride, and so much more.
Thanks, Alex. You're right on, 100%. There are, I call it locus of control. Locus of control is where we can control. And where we can control is in terms of the food we're eating, the water we're drinking, what we're putting into our body via supplements. And I want to commend you for really taking the bull by the horns in this whole issue with your supplements and really participating and diving in full force into the idea of using supplements and taking care of your body from a physical perspective so that you can fight the New World Order on a psychological and a mental.
I mean, what you've helped me do and what others have done, like Ben Fuchs, who I know you know, and all those folks, it is just, it is changing my life. I had just let myself rot for 15 years.
Yeah, because there's so many things we can do. You know, it's really easy because it's in our face, all the horrible things that are going on in terms of the New World Order and our corrupt political system, our corrupt governmental system, Obamacare, et cetera. It's really easy to forget that we do have a certain element of control, and that is where using nutritional supplements comes in, and that's where making better food choices comes in, and that's where not participating, as I've said so many times, not participating in the corporate swill, in eating the food they want us to eat, drinking the drinks they want us to eat, taking the drugs they want us to take. But it's not enough just to say I'm not going to eat the food and drink the water and take the drugs. You got to figure out a way to be proactive, and that's where water filtration comes in. Your point is so well taken. Our bodies are 60 to 70% water, and if you're drinking toxic, trashed out, fluoride-ridden, chlorine-filled water, not to mention all the pesticides that go into the water.
Fish and turtles die in tap water.
And not only that, they're becoming feminized. They're becoming, their sexuality is disappearing. That's a whole another topic.
Are you against tranny turtles?
I try not to pick on tranny turtles, actually.
Well, exactly. It's not even about that. It's that it's being unnaturally done. It's happening to the animals.
And you know, there are frogs that are being born with multiple, as you say, with multiple genders or with no gender. Infertility in animals is an epidemic, and infertility in the human race is an epidemic as well. Why? Partially because of all the estrogenic, gender bending chemicals that are put in the water. You know, the Roundup, the glyphosate, that's a toxin for sure. That'll kill you for sure. But even worse, it messes up your endocrine system. It messes up your man's ability to be a man, a woman's ability to be a woman, and the ability of the two to meet and form babies, to conceive. This is why infertility is such a big problem. This is why sperm counts are dropping. This is why people just can't get pregnant. It's like the human race is dying because of this. What are we thinking? What is the government thinking? What is the government officials, New World Order proponents still have to drink the water. They still got to drink the air, breathe the air. What are these people thinking? They're killing themselves as well as killing us.
Pharmacist Ben Fuchs, Bright Side radio show right before mine each day on GCNlive.com. We're putting up on screen everything you're saying. My guys just search it and throw it on screen. USA Today, tap water contaminant castrates frogs. When I cover this, they have Huffington Post say I'm anti-gay because this is actually confusing the sexuality of mammals across the board. No, I'm not anti-anybody. The point is they're artificially messing with our biology, and they don't want us to know about it. We'll be right back. Stay there. We'll talk about it. Plus, it gives you cancer and kills you.
Attention gun owners. It's reasonable to assume that at some point you may need to defend your family from an armed attack. But is it reasonable to mount a defense without a strong offense? Infidel Body Armor goes on in seconds. Is civilian legal in all 50 states. Is 100% made in the USA. Is veteran owned and ships next business day for free. Go to InfidelBodyArmor.com. INFIDEL BodyArmor.com. Infidel Body Armor. Just won't quit.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
Great news, pure water lovers. BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com has a special discount offer for all GCN listeners. You can't do better than a Big Berkey for economy. For only 1.7 cents a gallon, a single set of filters can last for 5 to 10 years. There's none better than a Big Berkey for emergency preparedness as a backup water source. And you just can't beat a Big Berkey to remove dangerous chlorine, all types of fluoride, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, parasites, and unhealthy byproducts from municipal water. Berkey water filter systems are even powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. For the gold standard in water filters, get a Big Berkey at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. And all GCN listeners get 5% off all ceramic filter systems. For details, call 1-877-99-BERKEY. That's 877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
Ladies and gentlemen, America is more dangerous than ever, with 9 million property crimes last year. Crimes are happening every day. Be proactive and protect your home and family. Simply Safe Home Security System helps guard against criminals, thugs, and thieves. Listen, Simply Safe is the absolute best alarm system and company in America today. Here's why. We offer a 60-day money-back guarantee. It's affordable, no contracts to sign, and is built with the latest wireless technology. Simply Safe protects the ones you love the most, even if a criminal cuts your power and phone lines. When you order Simply Safe today, you'll receive a 10% discount along with a free keychain remote. Don't wait. This offer is only valid through February 28th. Take advantage of this special discount offer at GetSimplySafe.com. That's GetSimplySafe.com. Protect your home and family now at GetSimplySafe.com.
The facts are in. The studies are legion. Sodium fluoride and other toxic members of the fluoride family are devastating the health and cognitive ability of the American people. So why are the social engineers adding it to the water? Simple. Dumb down the host population that the parasitic technocracy is feeding on. We may not have been able to get fluoride out of the water supply yet, but we can help to get it out of our bodies. I am extremely excited to announce the exclusive InfoWars Life Fluoride Shield formulation, fusing 6 of the best documented ingredients from around the world to help the body remove not just toxic fluoride residues from the body, but a whole host of toxic substances. Let's take a stand against the globalists by blocking their poisons with Fluoride Shield. I use Fluoride Shield every day. Secure your Fluoride Shield and other pioneering formulations at InfoWarsLife.com today. Let's start cleansing our bodies now and support the InfoWar at the same time. That's InfoWarsLife.com. We've got some breaking Obamacare news that I'll get pharmacist Ben Fuchs' take on in the next segment. This short segment, though, I want to get right back into what he was starting to get into, what is in the food, what is in the water, what is going on, and the fact that no fish, no frogs, no turtles will live in tap water that you drink. And they call it a cost-benefit analysis to clean the water in our mass civilization that they know in the statistics, they've known since the 50s, it's going to increase bladder cancer, kidney cancer. And it's true, if you didn't have clean water, which is always a problem for civilization, that would cause even more death. You'd live to be probably 35 on average. And the advent of clean water and things by the 20s and 30s, the statistics are clear, made disease go way down. Vaccines came in the 40s. You can look at these graphs worldwide, and disease actually went back up a little bit, but not to previous levels. But I digress with pharmacist Ben Fuchs, Alex Jones here, back live. The big issue is the glyphosate Roundup. And this, for me, the more I study, is even worse than fluoride. And the real reason now that I will not drink anything that's had tap water, because I used to go to restaurants and still drink it and still get iced tea, I neurotically will not do it now. I will neurotically not do it. I'm seeing more and more restaurants, because folks won't do this, I'm seeing more and more restaurants who are saying, we have filtered water, we have fluoride-free water, because folks want it. So I think restaurants should have a sign and just say, hey, we filter our water. And I would go there, like Hop Dottie's Hamburgers here in town. Pharmacist Ben Fuchs, let's get into your points, because you sent me, I guess you sent me 8 of them. 9 of them. Let's run through the 9 stories you want to cover.
Well, first of all, let's talk about the glyphosate, the glyphosate, the Roundup, whole Roundup issue. You know, your point is so important. Fluoride is bad stuff, clearly, but it's an element on the periodic table, and there's some fluoride in your body. There's some role, not necessarily for the kind of fluoride they use, but at least you can make a case for the fact that the fluoride is an element in the body. There ain't no pesticides in the body. That is pure 100% deadly poison. In addition, Alex, to the fact that you're killing things, it's a pesticide. So when it kills things, it's going to kill your probiotics, your good bacteria in your gut. That's where the whole issues with gluten intolerance and digestive issues come in. Digestive health issues come in when you use these kinds of pesticide-laden vegetables. But even more importantly is the whole estrogen issue. You know, we talk about gender bending and birth control. This is all because estrogen, because of these pesticides, which are very similar in chemical structure to the female hormone, or the hormone, the biological hormone estrogen. This is why they cause birth control or infertility. Your birth control pills are estrogen, basically. Estrogen will tell the body not to make a baby. There's several reasons for that, but most importantly, it's because estrogen is a stress hormone. It's a hormone that helps the body handle stresses. So the higher your estrogen levels go, the more insomnia you're going to have, the more anxiety you're going to have, the more fear you're going to have, the more suppressed your immune system is going to be, the more your cells are going to malfunction, the more likely you're going to be to have fibroid cysts, blood clots, hypertension, and cancer. And this is where these pesticides really wreak havoc on the human biological system. In addition to the fact that they're gender benders, in addition to the fact that they'll keep you from being able to conceive and cause infertility, they will maximize, accelerate, and amplify the body's stress response. And you know as well as I do, we have an epidemic of anxiety and stress in this country, and it's largely because of chemicals in the water and in the food supply.
And by the way, we're putting mainline studies up, mainstream news. This is not even debated that the anxiety epidemic is glyphosate. It's not even debated that they have these estrogen-dependent cancers in the women, and that's why we lead the world in breast cancer. But they're expanding the use of the Monsanto Roundup. I mean, these people are literal demons.
And on top of all of that, when a plant is given pesticides, it doesn't have to make its own natural pesticides. Plants make their own pesticides, you know, and these plant pesticides we call phytonutrients, plant nutrients, flavonoids and carotenes and accessory nutrients that aren't vitamins and minerals necessarily, but are very valuable for human health. Well, when a plant has pesticides or is given pesticides, it doesn't have to make these substances which function as natural pesticides and also function as nutrients for us, which means the plants that are given the Roundup will be less healthy and have less nutritional value than the plants that are used that are grown without pesticides. This is a hidden problem associated with the use of pesticides. Yeah, you can maybe grow plants without having to worry about pests by using Roundup, but you get less valuable plants from a nutritional standpoint. So from so many angles, from so many perspectives, the use of these toxic materials, these pesticides like Roundup, are destroying the health of humanity. And we could see this everywhere. We could see it in breast cancer. We could see it in insomnia. We could see it in stress. We could see it in degenerative diseases and autoimmune diseases. We can see it from every turn. So, Alex, what the heck are we doing to ourselves? What is this New World Order, this monstrous Leviathan, doing to humanity?
I agree. Incredible question. Let's break it down when we come back. Long segment with pharmacist Ben Fuchs, who is on fire today. And I'm on fire to resist this. And I'm not perfect, but I'm slowly changing my lifestyle. I'd probably turn the boat around 60, 70, 80 degrees, and now the boat's turning faster away from the